A normal day in Angers is pretty relaxed. I'm not taking any science courses here. My accommodation is really close to the school I'm attending, which means that I don't have to travel very long for classes. But since the school is far from the city center, that means anytime I want to hang out with my friends or check out the city, I always have to ride the bus for like a good 20 minutes. Who's that tourist? We don't know. Who's that tourist? Oh, it's Karla. The courses I'm taking here are a bit different than the courses I'd take in the US because I'm focusing on finishing my French minor, so I'm not actually taking any science courses this semester, which is the first time I'll have done that in the entirety of my college career. So if you've never heard of Angers, Angers is a city I'm currently studying in, and it's in a region called Pays de la Loire. France has 18 administrative regions. Paris, a city you might have heard of, is in a region called Île-de-France. There are a lot of ways to get to Paris from Angers. The way I prefer is via train. You can go from Angers to Gare Montparnasse in 1 hour and 20 minutes or so if you take the direct one. Gare Montparnasse is 15 minutes away via metro from the Eiffel Tower. So you can also take the car to Paris from Angers, and I guess it can be less expensive if you use a service called
Blablacar.
Peut-être lui renvoyer un message, non?
Moi, je serais vous, je ferais une petite pause quand même.
That being said, it's really completely different atmosphere in Angers than what you get in Paris. I feel like Paris is a lot more international city, while Angers is known because it has a lot of universities and a lot of students. All right, so let's get back to today. So today is a pretty relaxed day. I don't have any classes today, and this usually happens like twice a week, and the reason being is that a couple days a week I have classes from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. So the balance is a little bit all over the place. It's quite nice to have a couple days off during the week. And so, that being said, today I'm gonna use the day to, of course, clean up my apartment a little bit. But also, I wanna go into town. I'm gonna link up with Hannah, one of my friends that I've made here. And the goal is really just to take some nice shots of Angers, take some like hopefully cinematic looking ones, and maybe some pictures too. I'd really like to do that. And also we talked about making these, or buying postcards I mean, and sending them back to our peeps back home. As you can see, my ride has come to pick me up, and we're heading to town and finally linking up with Hannah for that postcard journey. So we're thinking about sending some postcards today. These are quite nice, but they're €1.50. No thanks. It was pointing at me. You don't want these?
No, they're already been expensive. There, I said it like 5 times now, that's enough.
So at this point, I think we've walked past this sign maybe like 4 or 5 times and haven't been able to decide if we're going to eat here or not. So I think we're just going to go for it. It's something I think new. I've never been to this place before, and you know, hopefully we will be pleasantly surprised, but we'll see how it goes. These little tablets were actually where we order the food. I have purchased the California burger. What did you get?
California burgers as well.
But why is yours more Why was yours more expensive than mine?
Because I got sweet potato fries.
Oh.
I really love sweet potato fries. Okay. That looks good.
Oh, I'm ready. Sure. I'm definitely putting this in the vlog. So we, what is the name of this garden? Jardin du
Mai.
And so now we're gonna get a tea to warm ourselves up, and then I think we split ways because I have to practice for our presentation tomorrow.
Me too.
You know what? I've come to realize that Google Maps is such a great tool, so I'm a little bit obsessed with it because at the beginning, like the beginning, I was getting really lost here. Anyways, we looked up the first coffee shop that we could find, and this was the result, so we're gonna go check it out. I've been learning so many lessons along the way here, and there's one that I want to introduce to you that I'll be expanding on in the next chapter of the French Era series. To better understand it, I have to share with you that I've never felt more like a foreigner in my entire life. And given the circumstances, I guess what else can we really expect? I've come to realize that people are mainly in their own worlds, focusing on themselves, and that they're hopefully not thinking about these things as much as I am. It's been a bit of a scary feeling, especially getting started here, because it feels really vulnerable. And pairing that with the fact that I'm really curious about how people think about things here, I don't want to miss out on creating connections and creating more memories because of this feeling. Anyways, this has implored me to test my boundaries and to try and create as many memories as possible. I'm gonna leave you with 2 words: rejection challenge. Until next week. If you're interested in getting weekly updates from me, sign up for the newsletter. It's free, and I share my reflections for the week along with links to different podcasts and books generally around the themes of life, health, and exploration. I'll put the link in the description below, and I hope to see you there.
She's a Mona Lisa. Everyone's lining up to see her.